Carolyn and Mark are committed to making sure that the arts are available to students of all ages. They've matched that commitment with a real ability to see that they want to make sure that Austin is the creative community that we say it is. And if we say that Austin is a creative community, then that creative community begins with our youth. So Carolyn and Mark have made certain that any student, whether their income or their age would impact their ability to come to ZAC or to participate in the arts, they want to be there to support that. And I think that's truly something that we should recognize them for, and I believe that their giving will inspire others.
Well, Carolyn and Mark's philanthropy has already changed not just Austin, but Central Texas. And I would anticipate that both themselves and the next generation of Seraphs will continue to do that. That's really important for all of us. One of the things I most admire about Carolyn and Mark is they came back here to Texas, having had terrific business and financial success in another part of the country, and have made this again their home with their extended family.
It doesn't take long to realize the impact that IBM has had across this community. Whether it's helping folks in the arts, whether it's nonprofits that serve people who are low income. In so many ways, IBM has contributed to the well-being of people in this community. The entire landscape of Austin has been served because of the generous support of IBM and its incredible employees. Something that's very critical to the mission of Meals on Wheels and more is to have a vibrant volunteer program. And when IBM made the commitment 20 years ago to start volunteering for Meals on Wheels, boy, did they follow through on that commitment. In fact, about 5 of the volunteers we have been volunteering for that full 20-year period. That is absolutely incredible. You talk about commitment, that is commitment.
We nominated the RGK Foundation because over our 25-year history, they have been instrumental in helping the Center for Child Protection and the Child Protection Team achieve its status as experts in child abuse, investigation, intervention, and education. I think by setting such a high standard for their strategic and catalytic and innovative grant funding, they have become a role model for every other, not only individual donor, but I think for every other philanthropic foundation.
Philanthropy is a value that needs to be taught, and Cook Walden models service and philanthropies with their employees. They partnered with us in helping us teach children across 36 different schools what philanthropy is. Philanthropy is a big word, but it's not too big for even the smallest of children to understand. Because of Cook Walden's partnership, we have been able to reach 5,000 youth, and they've started their philanthropic journey as young as elementary school.
Over the past decade, Amber has personally contributed close to $100,000 to the Junior League of Austin, but those numbers do not fully tell the story. It's only where it begins. Amber is a true advocate for the Junior League of Austin. She supports everything that we do. She is currently the tri-chair for our capital campaign, but she has also supported our Food and Tummies program, our Coats for Kids program, a Christmas affair, and our general mission. Amber has not only supported those, but she's introduced us to organizations where she has made the introductions. She's helped to lead us to make the connections that we have in the community that will forever be beneficial to the Junior League of Austin.
Well, of course, we're celebrating the 30th year of AFP. Chris was the first president of that group. It's amazing to think that she did that starting out at the age of 9. I think at the beginning of the effort to build the new Dell Children's Hospital, it was absolutely essential that the most significant professional and family leaders in philanthropy in Central Texas step forward. Chris was one of those persons in concert with the Kosmeski family that did that, and that was an incredible affirmation that made a huge difference in the ability of Seton and the Dell Children's Hospital to become a reality.
Well, Chris actually led, with Pat Hayes, the president then, the first major campaign in the St. Edmunds University history. and that resulted in a $27 million successful fundraising effort, which helped to add buildings to the campus and to fund endowments for student scholarships and for faculty research.
Alyssa is such an impressive young lady. She's kind of reserved for a teenager, but she really lights up when she talks about the work she does with animals or her summer service trip with her school to El Salvador. Her enthusiasm for philanthropy and for helping the community around her is really contagious. Alyssa's directly raised about $26,000 for Emancipate since she was 12, but she's also done something that's much harder to quantify. For a young philanthropist, she's really strategic about introducing us to people who will help Emancipate quite a lot down the road. I think she's opened some important doors for us and helped us create some really meaningful partnerships, so we're very grateful for that.
Because Christy is so warm and her spirit is so contagious, she has recruited a new generation of givers for Austin. They're young leaders that are only going to grow, and in 20, 30 years, I think the level of commitment that they'll have for Austin and the changes that they will make in Austin are going to be incredible. And I think we can look back and say, who was it that guided us? And a lot of us will say Christy Gordy.
Thank you for changing the landscape of Austin.
Cook Walden, you've changed the landscape of Austin.
Chris, thank you for changing the landscape of Austin through all of your philanthropic efforts.
Christy, your work has and will change the landscape of Austin.
Thank you, RGK Foundation, for changing the landscape of Austin.
Carolyn and Mark, your support inspires all of us at ZAC and the Austin community. Thank you for changing the landscape of Austin.
Amber, thank you for changing the landscape of Austin.
IBM and all you wonderful IBMers out there, thank you so much for changing the landscape of Austin.
Thank you, Alyssa, for changing the landscape of Austin by making it a better place for pets and people. You're amazing.